You're listening to the August 18th, 2017 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Welcome once again to my mind, my friends.
And we too welcome you into our thoughts. Together, this makes for a conversation that is most sought after by many.
Yes, that always amazes me that so many are interested in a conversation I have in my mind, well, that's what it feels like, without any proof at all of who I'm speaking with. Yet, I have to accept it is with very high beings from very high places. That's the bit that amazes me.
It is well and fitting that you consider it to be as you do. It makes it easy for both parties, without any concern for hierarchy getting in the way.
I agree. Maybe if you were sitting in front of me, I might be a bit more in awe and not able to be myself. Me and you, just talking in my mind feels fine. Onwards. I'd like to put a question to you that someone asked, if I may. What happens when a plan between souls in one or in different bodies does not come together on Earth as designed? A group of souls incarnated may have found their purpose, a plan, to benefit the whole. They're living a well-flowing, fulfilling and colourful life full of synchronicities while carrying out their plan for the whole. But perhaps something goes wrong and they're divided. Perhaps it's all part of the plan and everything is as should be, but if things do not go as planned, is there a plan B? What happens in this case?
This again is a question that could take quite a while to answer in full. We shall do our best. There are many plans made by souls before arrival that are unable to be played out once upon the earth. This is due to all sorts of conditions that simply do not allow that which was brought together elsewhere to come to fruition in practice. Mainly this is due to free will of all, for that which one chooses to enact in turn affects another, which in turn affects another, and so on. If, for instance, it is agreed for a soul to come into someone's life in order to awaken them, via a sentence they say, or by a deep, meaningful relationship for many years, and that cannot be played out due to that soul veering onto another path because of yet another's choosing to play out something, then a way will generally be found for a different soul to do the awakening. One that is able to be magnetized to the soul in need of awakening, and one that can be quite simply able to connect with them. In their inner knowing, dreams, or meditative state, or when sleeping, the new bringer of awakening would be asked if they could do so. And if agreed, yes, the plan goes into Plan B. There can be a Plan C, D, E, F, etc., depending on one's individual choice, which we say affects the whole. The soul who is now taking over the role is not necessarily obviously aware that anything in their plan has changed, for it also has to be compatible and in keeping with their plan of life also. Are you able to follow?
I am, yet not having read this back, because I don't want to break the flow, I'm not sure if it makes sense when reading.
We shall continue on.
I'm amazed at how everything works, how everything comes together. Synchronicities that allow your dreams to fall in place, and when looking back, one can sometimes see these plans were seeded many years ago, in order to be ready for the correct time, and when all is in alignment for something to take place.
It is not just many years. As you say, in many cases, these plans are seeded and put in structure before one comes to Earth. It is wonderful when it all falls into place.
But how does it all happen? How does it all work?
Basically, the foundation of a plan happening between souls and synchronicities is due to energy. For
that is all there is, an energy of love.
Correct. Therefore, we take this further, by explaining that what allows for certain matters to blend and merge and make happen is the vibration of these energies. If, for instance, as with your new house, Blossom, one desired to manifest the perfect place for themselves to live in, or they wished to start a business, or they wanted to move to the other side of the world and become a ballerina, it matters not. What is required in manifesting anything is for the vibrational energy necessary to know that this is there for you. This is the reason many give up on their desires. They do not hold the vibrational energy of that something long enough for it to make its way to you. The universe in which you reside has an intelligence beyond that which you are presently able to comprehend. It understands vibrational energy. It works with vibrational energy.
Does it understand words?
Not insofar as language, be it Swedish, English, Russian, etc. It understands your vibrational feeling as you say your words. When you ask for something, you think about it and you visualize a picture of it in your mind. Telepathy works this way. The picture can then be interpreted because of the feeling that goes with it. In the case of your desires for your house, an example, near water, a view, etc., the universe will then find the match for you, and then bring you toward that vibrational match that you have asked for.
So, for those looking for the ideal partner, the universe is a bit like your ultimate dating agency.
Correct. Why one falls short is by bringing in the doubts and the what-ifs and the I'm not good enoughs and the I don't deserve it mentality. Immediately, the universe will respond to your thoughts, feelings that you put out to it. So, once it picks up on the vibrational energy of I am not good enough, etc., it will serve you as you have asked it to do, and how it has understood you, by not bringing these desired things to you because you told it that's how it was. Anything you want, anything you desire, and we will add if it serves your soul, can be given unto you.
Who decides whether or not it serves your soul?
You do.
I thought that would be your answer. Let's jump right in down that rabbit hole, shall we? I'm confused. I thought someone may want something, say a particular job, and they don't get it. And they get upset because they thought it would be ideal in many aspects for their soul. Yet, further down the track, something better presents itself, and they get that, and they then realise why they didn't get the other job. Yet that's then. How could they have decided that the original job would not serve their soul when they didn't know that at the time, if you get me?
We do. Because, Blossom, there is also in place, along with 1,000,000 trillion other aspects and workings in just one individual lifespan, a flow that allows the desired dreams to keep on track. We would show it like a running stream in your life. Along that stream, one may come across a large rock that has dropped in. Not only can this block the flow, it can also divide the flow into two streams for a while. The higher self knows which is the best way around the rock in order to get one back to the original flow as soon as possible. And one's gut feeling, intuition, will allow them to see this through.
Yet that doesn't make sense as to the wanting of that job at the time and feeling it would have served well.
Yes, it does, because the higher intuition is taking over. The lower ego self, thinking it knows best, is the one that is feeling forlorn And yet, by trusting that the higher self knows best, one soon realizes that this is indeed so, and life will lead you onto something better.
So, does the universe not have a say in one's decisions? Is it only our higher self?
We must interrupt here. We would, with respect, correct you on only your higher self. For it would seem that was not enough when put like that.
I get that. For I was imagining the universe was in conjunction with all our lives and what happens within them.
The universe, without question, is in place to serve you. Whatever you ask for, it will give you. It responds to you, to your feelings and your vibrational energy. It does not judge. It does not question your desires or that which you think you may need. It simply reacts to your vibration. If you are feeling low, and allow that vibration to be with you and around you for a while, the universe will provide you with that which matches your feelings. If you are as high as a kite on life and exuding joy, the universe will give you more of the same to thrive on. It dances alongside you, no matter what the request. This is how it is in design. It is impeccably accurate. One is so quick to blame one's particular feelings on another's behavior, etc., and yet only you are in control of your feelings. Only you decide how you are going to choose to feel at any given time.
I do understand this, and yet, with respect, there are times and indeed situations whereupon something takes place for a soul, and it may be devastating. How are they expected to laugh it off in order to keep their vibration high and not fall off the mountain?
Because it is about inner knowing, Blossom. We are not suggesting for one moment that if one was to, for instance, lose a partner suddenly, or a child, or to be confronted with a separation of souls in some form, or be in great financial difficulty due to what seems to be no fault of their own, we are not suggesting that one should be able to laugh it off and carry on as normal. One's soul has requested, on from a higher level, the need to experience a particular something that will allow them to understand, grow, evolve, become more compassionate, more patient, etc. They do not ask to lose a partner. They do not ask for the how that should come about. That is where the universe will also serve. It will sort out the highest possible experience for the betterment of the soul. To come to it and present scenarios that will allow the soul to become all of the things that we have just mentioned.
Yet isn't that, then, letting the universe decide what's best to serve a soul, when earlier you said the soul decides for itself? I'm confused again.
So are we.
What?
Beloved Blossom, we jest with you.
I was about to do a runner. Can you unconfuse me?
We would reiterate the part that there are many aspects to this. When your higher soul knows that the universe is serving you with all your needs, it will accept that which is presented in certain situations. Even though it does not fully understand the whys of it happening, it is a different case than that of, say, not getting a particular job. The aspect of the self that resides within the vessel of the physicality is such a small piece of the whole. As you know, we encourage you always to take time and connect with your truth. This helps so much in letting yourself know and letting the universe know that which is best for the highest good of self and the highest good of all. Add into that mix trust in that knowing, and one will find their life to run so much more smoothly. We need to return to addressing the vibration of when one has something tragic occur, etc., and not being able to remain of a high vibration. This goes into the understanding of accepting that which is taking place at the time, and appreciating that whatever is occurring is for the soul's benefit. We are not suggesting that one should even try to brush off the feelings of loneliness or emptiness, etc. We are gently suggesting that the knowing from deep within is the knowing that love is who you are. And to be grateful for all else that is in your life will help one in moving through those times. One's life unfolds as it should for the greater good of that soul. As one moves through all the different stages of soul development, and as times evolve also into a better understanding of vibration, then there is less and less need for such things to be presented to bring the soul down. The soul knows of itself like no other. It will tend to its needs, no matter what is taking place for it or where. Such a vast topic. We hope we have given a little insight into that question presented.
What was the question again? Thank you so much. We weave and wind through these conversations. One thing so quickly leads on to another, yet in this way we get so much food for thought. I shall read back over this and see where it leaves my thoughts. In love and thanks.
We are so happy to be with you during these discourses. Be of great upliftment, dearest souls. We love you. Feel the joy within and around you. It is there. It is here. Now,